Hi, I'm Leah. This is for the women who are ready to block out the noise and start living from who they actually are in Christ. I work at the intersection of faith, neuroscience, and holistic wellness. And over the years of working with high capacity women, I started noticing something. So burnout doesn't look the same on every woman. The way you fall out of rhythm and the way you come back on is actually unique to how you are wired. So I developed something called the 6 rhythm types. Think of them like spiritual personalities, not boxes that limit you, but as doorways that help you understand yourself and how to come back to God's design for you. Today you're in for a treat because I'm going to walk you through all 6 of them. So by the end of this video, you'll probably already know which one you are. And I also have a free quiz linked below for you to take it so you'll know which one you are for sure and where to start. Now, before I introduce the types, I want you to know that there is an off rhythm and an on rhythm version of each type. An off rhythm doesn't mean that you're broken, it just means that you have drifted, usually because life gets loud, responsibilities get heavy, or you just kept saying yes until you forgot what your own no even feels like. Now, on rhythm is not perfection either, it's alignment. It's that feeling of like moving through your days with ease and without bracing or rushing or just trying to get to the next thing. Alrighty, let's meet the types.
The anchor is the woman everybody calls. She is stable, dependable, and she's the kind of person who makes other people feel safe just by being in the room. She holds things together, her family, her team, her community, often without anyone realizing how much she's actually carrying. So off rhythm, the anchor is holding the world together while quietly unraveling inside. But she doesn't collapse. And she doesn't ask for help. She becomes the help. She overfunctions. And the weight, she just keeps adding to it because she can, because she always has. So if you are an anchor off rhythm, your nervous system has been in overdrive for so long, it feels like your baseline. The tension in your jaw, the exhaustion that sleep doesn't fix, the low hum of anxiety that never fully goes away, that's not just stress. That's a body that has been asked to hold too much for too long. On rhythm, the anchor is grounded, steady, and she's still strong, but her strength has a foundation now instead of just being on the surface. The nurturer is warm, present, and deeply caring. She notices when people are struggling before they say a word. She remembers birthdays, checks in, makes people feel seen and cherished. And she is genuinely one of the most loving women in the room, but she's also often the most depleted. Off rhythm, the nurturer is overgiving from an empty place. She says yes when her body's screaming no. She pours into everyone and refills from nothing. And then she feels guilty for noticing she's tired. If you are a nurturer, you have probably put off your own needs so many times that you're not even sure what you need anymore. On rhythm, the nurturer serves from overflow. And she has learned that you cannot pour from an empty vessel.
Not sustainably though, and not in a way that helps anyone long term. Even Jesus sat down. Jesus withdrew. He said, I need to go be with the Father. If rest was sacred for him, it is sacred for you too.
The seeker is one of the most alive people in the room. She's curious, hungry, always reaching. She loves learning. So podcasts, books, courses, conversations. She just wants to grow, to understand, to go deeper with God and with herself. And she is still searching. So off rhythm, the seeker is consuming everything and settling into nothing.
She moves from thing to thing, but it's not out of flakiness. It's out of this genuine longing that hasn't found its anchor yet. Seeker, I want to say, you don't have a discipline problem. No amount of consumption or content is going to fill a place that is asking for stillness. So the next thing that you're looking for might not be in another course or another workshop. It actually might be, as simple as it sounds, in 5 quiet minutes where you just stop reaching and you receive.
On rhythm, the seeker is wonder anchored in purpose. Her curiosity has a compass, and so now she learns deeply instead of broadly, and she experiences the peace of actually landing somewhere. The visionary sees things before they exist. She genuinely does. She walks into an empty room and sees what it could become. She hears about a problem and immediately pictures the solution. So God gives her downloads, ideas and pictures of what could be, and they are real. And they are good. Off rhythm, the visionary is inspired but unfulfilled. The vision is vivid. The gap between that vision and her actual Tuesday is what's enormous. So she lives so much in her head that her body is quietly going along for the ride. Underfed, underrested, and running on fumes.
Visionary, here is something nobody will tell you. The most spiritual thing you can do for your calling may not be another download or another planning session. It might actually be sleep, or a real meal, or one little grounded rhythm that brings that dream from your head into your hands. Remember, God doesn't just give you the vision. He actually lives in the details of how to steward it.
On rhythm, the visionary is thought made flesh. Her ideas have structure, her dreams have a daily home. She is still bold, but now she is also grounded. The catalyst walks into a room and things happen. She is bold, infectious, anointed to move things forward. She starts things. She rallies people around what matters. She is the woman who says, let's go, and people actually go. And she burns out faster than almost anyone else. Because fire, real sustained fire that is, needs fuel and oxygen and rest.
A fire that never stops burning doesn't stay bright forever. Eventually, it's going to burn everything around it and then itself. Off rhythm, the catalyst is going hard, crashing hard, getting back up, and calling it resilience. And sometimes it is resilience, but sometimes it's a woman who has not learned that stopping is not quitting.
On rhythm, the catalyst is a sustained flame. She's still fast and bold and anointed, but now she moves from a rested place instead of a running on empty one.
The most powerful version of you is not this relentless one. It's a replenished version of you.
The rebuilder is wired for depth. She doesn't do anything halfway. She processes fully, moves intentionally, and she builds things that last. In a world that rewards fast decisions and quick pivots, she has always felt slightly out of step. And that's because she was never built for speed. She was built for substance.
Off rhythm, the rebuilder lives with this fear of starting over. She's tender and uncertain, and she does want to move forward, but the ground isn't safe yet. So she sometimes mistakes her slowness for weakness, when actually her body and her soul are doing the most profound work of her life. Rebuilder, I need you to hear this. Wholeness is not this destination you've missed. It's actually a process that you are in. And gentle structure is not a cage. For you, it's like a scaffold, like something that holds you while you are growing back into yourself.
On rhythm, the rebuilder knows that her pace is not a problem to fix. It's an actual design feature. And she moves slowly and on purpose. She builds deeply and without apology.
He makes all things new, including you, especially you. So there they are, the 6 rhythm types: the anchor, the nurturer, the seeker, the visionary, the catalyst, and the rebuilder. You probably already felt a pull towards one, maybe 2. And here's what I want you to remember. Your type is not a label or a limitation. It's like a doorway into understanding yourself, understanding how you drift off, and how you, most importantly, find your way back. Because rhythm isn't about being perfect. It's really about knowing what home feels like and knowing how to return when life pulls you away. I have a free quiz for you linked below that will help you identify exactly which rhythm type you are. And it's not just a generic personality quiz, it's specifically designed for these 6 rhythm types. And when you're done, you'll get a breakdown of exactly what your rhythm type looks like on rhythm and off rhythm, and where to start coming back to yourself. It will show you the subtle ways that you're maybe not living on your own beat, how God designed you, and how to find out what's quietly stealing some of your clarity, some of your energy, and how to just come back to passionately living on purpose. It will take you about 3 minutes, and a lot of women have told me that it was the first time they truly felt seen in a long time. So I would love for you to take it and contact me to let me know what your results are. I would love for you to take the quiz, find your rhythm type, and just share your results with me. And if this video resonated with you, subscribe, because this is the beginning of what we're going to be building here together. I'll see you in the next one. Stay on beat. Bye.